Hello, everybody! Welcome back to the most mediocre podcast. This is the 1313 podcast. I'm Jackson.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Tommy.
And welcome back to the most mediocre podcast in the Star Wars universe. To all you Regs, welcome back to the podcast. To all you Shinies, welcome to the podcast. We are so glad that you're here.
Jackson, your arms remind me of a
Wacky inflatable tube man.
Yes, outside of a
car dealership.
Yes.
Now we're going to cut the recording. Now we're going to cut the recording. Now we're going to cut the recording. No, I'm joking.
I was like, bro, are you for real right now?
No, we're not.
Before we get into
There's
this
about to be an
episode-
argument on the podcast.
Before we get into this episode, please, if you're not in the Discord already, be sure to join the Discord. We have lots of fun in the Discord. Lots of people in the Discord. Lots of fun. Also, be sure that you subscribe to the 1313 Podcast YouTube channel for your chance to win this Black Series Bad Batch Rex figure.
What is it? What is it?
A Bad Batch Black Series Captain Rex figure.
Bet you can't say that 5 times fast.
Wow.
Captain... I can't say it. So make sure that you're subscribed to the 1313 Podcast, because at 500 subscribers, we will be giving away that... We'll be giving that away to one lucky fellow.
We're almost there.
Nice.
We're almost at 500. We're almost 100 away.
And
Also, we just recently did a Have a Chat with Zach from the Black Series Cantina. So that video is it up already, or is it going up?
it will already be up by the time this is out.
So if you haven't checked it out,
check that
make sure
out.
to check it out to watch Tommy and Jackson bully me. Again.
It's Jacob's turn.
It is your turn.
So, yeah. And I think that's
But
all.
yeah,
Oh, and then we got one more big gigundous.
if you haven't
announcement.
seen, the video will have released at the same time as this podcast, whether you're on Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, whatever.
Today,
What?
we are officially launching our Patreon.
So, like we've talked about, and if you want to get the full details on the Patreon, you can go check out the separate video that we have posted to get more details on that. It will be in our link tree, just like everything else is in our link tree, so you can find it and access it very easily through our social media. A lot of people have asked us, especially in the last few months, is there a way that we could, donate to you guys, support you guys? And we've always been like, nah.
Well,
But
now you can.
now you can.
What?
And were you going to say something?
Oh, I was just going to mention that there are 3 separate tiers and 3 different
Mhm.
ways to support us. There's an entry level, there's a mid tier, and then there's the big boy tier. Check out our launch video for all the really funny details of every tier. And if you feel like supporting us, you can. You don't have to. It's not like we're moving our video podcast and audio only onto Patreon. You'll still be able to enjoy it for free.
Yes.
If you'd like to. This is just for the select people that want to help us upgrade our set, upgrade our lighting, better our camera, better our equipment. It's not like we're not taking this money and we're not pocketing it. Everything that you donate is going to turn around and better the show.
Yes.
So,
We're not buying more figures with it.
no.
No.
So to all of you that do end up supporting us, we thank you so much. And if nobody supports us, that'll be kind of funny.
It's and I'm glad you brought the thing up though, because I do want to really emphasize there is no special way that you'll miss out if you don't donate to us or support us financially, because this is again, like Jacob just said, it's all going to equipment. So you're not missing out on special podcast episodes or things like that. Third tier, top tier members will get podcast episodes early. So that will be a nice little perk. However, again, it's just you don't miss out on the 1313 content. It's really just if you want to help us out. And
You have the ability to now.
yeah, so
we're
excited. We're excited about it. And also, I don't know if this will be available when the Patreon starts, but Action Display, shout out Action Display.
Yes.
It will be making custom icons for each of the tiers for the Patreon, which we are very excited about. Shout out to Action Display. If you're not subscribed to Action Display, he does all kinds of cool action figure posing videos.
And should we talk
And he's a
about
good
the,
artist.
the M word?
I think we should, because it's in the tier.
We should
system.
we should talk about it.
So,
Yes,
yes,
yes.
You'll probably see some pictures on screen.
Ooh.
We are also launching 1313 merch. So
Your
here
prayers have been answered.
we are doing limited runs of different items. So at first items, we are doing our t-shirts, but
Yeah.
you can expect different items to come throughout different seasons and different time periods of the year. If you are a top tier supporter on Patreon, you get 20% off all the merch. So As of now, we don't have any in hand, just because we are having a little bit of difficulties with our producer, who is manufacturing the shirts. He recently had somebody quit out on him, and he's a local guy, so we're supporting local business in our endeavors. So he is just recuperating on himself. He probably has other orders to fill, which is a-okay because we're a lot smaller and a very small client compared to him. But when we have physical items in hand to show off, that'll probably be when the merch store will open.
Yes.
And then details on how you can buy merch will be released at that date.
We won't give you a 3D rendering of the shirts. And
We'll
then
give you
say,
a
"This is
3D
what you'll
rendering
buy."
as seen in the entertainment.
Yes.
Here's a 3D render right now. Like, if you haven't seen it already. But this is, that's what it'll look like.
The packaging will be plasticless. I do apologize to all of you guys who
there won't be any plastic window on this. How funny would it be if we if we got big enough down the line that we could actually package our merch in like Black Series boxes?
That would be sick.
Make our own
That'd be
custom
so
box.
funny. That'd be so funny.
But we are going to hopefully try to get this out too before the summer. Or
Yes.
this will be like the summer
The
collection, if you want to like call it that as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or beginning of summer collection.
The first
It might be a
collection.
midsummer.
Going to
Yeah.
be drowning this summer. Going to be pulling up to the
You're gonna
beach
be
with your
dripping
13
and
merch.
all the babes or the
Facts.
gentlemen for you ladies out there.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be flocking to you. They're gonna be going, "Oh my gosh,
So that we.
where'd you get this very nice looking
Oh my
merch?
Oh,
Is this the 13?
Look at
13
your
podcast?
look at your muscles!
Oh my
Wow."
gosh.
So
Wow.
I feel like because we're making promises that there are other things, we're not gonna give you a real good look at them. But whoa, look, there's other stuff. Whoa.
Whoa! I just blacked out.
What?
What did you just
What?
show?
What?
What just
I don't-
happened?
I had a Moon Knight moment. I went and then came back.
But yeah, we hope that you are as excited as we are for this. We're expanding our brand into a more kind of crowd-funded area. And we hope that you're excited for the merch because I've been sitting on those designs for like a month now. So
We're stoked. We hope you are too.
Yes.
yeah, so to all of those that do end up supporting us, thank you very much. And to those who only support us just by viewing, commenting, liking, and just coming back every week, we cherish you as well. Don't think that we don't care about you and we're gonna shun you like serfs and we're only gonna look at the people that support us financially. No, that's not how this works. We're thankful for each and every one of you. This is just for some people that want to go above and beyond. So I think that is all.
I did want to thank the Academy. I just want to thank my coach.
One thing, my mama.
There'll probably be a link to said video. Will already be up on the channel. Will probably be in the description or in the title card or something
Yeah.
if Tommy decides to do that.
Something like that. Whatever I feel like doing when I'm editing it.
Yep.
Or if there's nothing at all, just go find it yourself.
It's right there. Right there. It comes out the same time as this podcast.
Yep. So that'll be fun.
Woo!
Yeah. Anyway, so I think somebody had Would You Rather for this week.
I did have a Would You Rather. This one's pretty basic, but I think this one's pretty straightforward. Would you rather be a Jedi or be a Sith? It's just pretty basic.
Honestly, I'd rather be a gray Jedi. I feel like that would be the perfect combination of the light and the
Well,
dark.
because then I could, rip people's limbs off and pull their tongues out, and
still
there'd
be a good guy.
there'd be no real consequences. I'd basically just be the Punisher in Star Wars.
I would like to be the Bendu.
I'm the one in the middle.
I am the Bendu.
I want to be a giant rock creature with a beard. I want to look like I belong in a zoo.
I want to get capped by Grand Admiral Thrawn.
When I become Sky Daddy and then get shot at by Thrawn. I don't
With
know.
no logic or reason, I would be a Sith. I've always loved the Sith. And the ironic part about that is that
He's a bad guy. He's
my
not a
fav-
good person. That's so,
Jackson
it's so
is a
ironic.
bad guy.
He's a horrible influence on children.
He actually hits children.
No, he sees them
The
in the
1330
store.
podcast does not condone violence against minors.
Unless you're Jackson, because then he does.
Yeah, you should see, dude.
Jackson.
No.
Jackson goes to the mall and
No.
sees children in
one
strollers
time-
and just
One
stuffs
time
them.
we were at Target and we were walking out of Target and there was a child walking across the parking lot with a cookie. And you know what Jackson did? He said, "Man, screw your cookie." And he grabbed it and he punted it, but it didn't go anywhere. It just exploded on contact with the toe of his boot.
And then the child started crying, and then Jackson saluted him and gave him an American flag.
Bro.
And said, "Your cookie died in service."
Jacob said, "I'm sick of it being my turn."
You heard it here first, folks. Jackson kicks kids'
Nope.
cookies. He
Nope.
obliterates them.
Nope.
He disintegrates them.
Nope.
Jackson is
Nope.
not good with kids. If you meet us at a con, do not bring your kids. Jackson will probably stomp them. Stomp them. Stomp them. Stomp. Anyway.
No.
So
No, but even though like blue's my favorite color, just I feel like the Sith in general were always the coolest to me.
Hey, I
never
did
really vibed
want
with
to.
the
I did
Jedi.
want to flame you for
Okay.
something real quick.
Do you think Hitler
you
was a Sith?
made the? So okay, I can't completely. I can't completely blame you for this because you're colorblind. But when you did your Umbra operative review, you said his accents were yellow. They're actually
Yes.
orange, like a bright, vibrant orange in real life.
Damn, for real.
But you're colorblind, so I'll give you a pass.
No, bros.
Damn.
That's the Pittsburgh Steelers trooper, dog.
It is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's
trooper.
how you
It's
guys
yellow
see
and
that?
black.
That's how you see that.
Black and
It's
yellow,
black and yellow,
I
black
could
and
see
yellow.
that it's orange just because when I
No.
was making the thumbnail and I take a color accent off the figures. So for that text that's in the corner that says the type of review, I pull it from that and it said orange when I did it. So that's how I knew.
Well,
So do you think that the 332nd helmet is yellow then?
no, it's yellow.
No.
This is like a bright yellow
this,
to me.
but
Oh,
no,
the 212, that's orange.
No, that's straight yellow. Like
yeah,
is
that
orange.
is yellow.
I know it's supposed to be
Oh.
orange. I know it is supposed to be orange, but
But on the
it-
figure, it's yellow.
it's
though.
basically yellow. On
That's
the figure.
crazy.
It looks like a Star Corps trooper instead of a
Yeah.
212.
Huh.
Whereas on the Ahsoka trooper and on Cody, I can tell absolutely
Yeah, that's
fine
orange.
that's orange. This is just, it's such a light orange, it looks yellow.
Wait, the packaging or the figure?
The figure.
Well,
Okay, I was gonna- the packaging is like a
yellow
gold.
intentionally, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the
We're talking
figure
about-
looks yellow to me.
Okay.
I'm talking about that guy.
Very nice, very nice. Cool, cool, cool.
Very
Very, very nice.
Very
Um,
good, very nice.
Anyway, were you continuing that, Jackson?
I've just like I don't know, really just thought they were cool. When we went to Disney for the first time too, we did like the original Build Your Saber, where it was like the plastic pieces you put on like the gigantic bulky chassis. Like I made mine a dark saber. Why are you laughing?
Do you think O.J. Simpson would be a Sith?
Dude!
I
Stop!
definitely think Hitler was a Sith.
Me too.
Hitler was
And I
like
bet
the
you
emperor.
Hitler kicked children's cookies too.
Oh my gosh.
Sounds
We're
like somebody
moving
I
on to the
know.
next person.
Okay, so I would I'd pick a Jedi, you know? I think that I've always navigated my morals in the same way that a Jedi attempts to. I pretty much that was the most cringe thing that I've ever said in my entire life.
Yeah.
I want to be a Jedi.
I thought of something really bad.
Say it, Jacob.
Oh,
Say it for the
well,
podcast, Jacob.
Okay, so I want to be a Jedi, and I want to fight in the Clone Wars because when I die in Episode 9, Rey says all the Jedi are inside her. There's my
Can we
reason.
bleep that?
I told you it was bad.
Anyways.
I told you it was bad. No, I
Anyways.
would choose a Jedi if I'm being
Yeah,
honest.
I would choose a Jedi. But seriously, I have like, they have really good morals, and they're good role models in the galaxy. They're the guardians of, you know,
The
peace
galaxy.
and justice and all that mushy gushy stuff. But I just think that, but I wouldn't want to be like a prequel era Jedi. I'd want to be like
Really?
High Republic or like
Tommy wants to
Or
be
like-
a Jedi in
or
the
like-
times where pretty much everything is good and he doesn't have to worry
or
about
like
Order 66.
Luke Skywalker's era
You don't gotta
Jedi.
do any
Because
work.
no, because the Jedi Order was corrupt during the prequels. I
Oh,
wouldn't want to
yeah.
be a part of that.
I mean, that's
I'd be like,
fair.
I feel like I'd be like Qui-Gon Jinn, and I'd be like, man, y'all suck.
I feel like, but in your career path, you kind of are a Jedi in the Clone Wars because you're joining the police force, and in some ways, people are going to say that it's corrupt, and your entire reason in joining it is because you want to make it better.
Dang pig.
These dang pigs out here licking boots. How you like the taste of boot leather?
How do you like the boot leather Pop Tarts?
I feel like we're going to get in trouble because of this podcast.
Oh, what
No,
are you
we
talking
won't.
about? What are you talking about?
No, I choose Jedi as well, just because I find it a lot. I can't bring myself to be morally incorrect unless I'm making jokes.
I said I wasn't going to be morally incorrect.
Jackson,
though.
that's what the Sith are.
I
The
get
Sith
that.
are that. You think Anakin was morally correct when he went and slaughtered younglings just like you? You hit
Oh my
kids. You hit
God.
kids.
Yeah, Anakin definitely took some poor kid's space macaroon and punched that. Falcon punched it.
It's probably
Yeah.
Grogu's dog. No.
And just think about when those, in the Discord, when those toys of the baby Wookiee and the baby Ewok The baby. There are pictures right here on the screen.
Oh my god!
Jackson said in the Discord, and I like almost word for word, he wanted to buy one so that he could do what to it on the
Smash
show.
it with the hammer, bro. Those are disgusting. For context, I hate children and I hate babies.
I was right.
But I'm not gonna hit them, bro. I just don't like them,
Dude.
You're not gonna hit them, but you're gonna smash them with a hammer. That's so much better, dude. That's so much better.
Perfectly balanced is all it should be.
I went to Target.
Almost like a gray Jedi.
I went to Target. Shut up.
Pog.
I went to
Taking the
Target.
soy jack.
What'd you just say?
The soy jack meme where he's like,
I thought you called Jacob a soy boy, and I lost my mind.
I went to Target and they actually had those there. The bags for the children.
The diabolical, dastardly look that Jackson just shot me just now.
But
You mean at Target?
but no, I felt them because usually you would expect the heads on them to be kind of like gummy and hollow, kind of like the
Yeah.
dough. They are hard. They're like bricks, dog.
Just
that's gonna make it all the better.
You're a small child walking with your mother down the toy aisle,
And then you just see Jackson
the
just
new
boom!
you see the new Mattel Star Wars baby toys, and you're like, man, I really want that. And you just see a grown ass man squeezing their heads. Man, these are hard.
I'm like that one.
Chicken going.
I'm that patron saint of the Catholic Church. I would squish in the back of the child's head. Ooh, this is the soft
I
spot.
would like to feel the baby.
I would like to see the baby.
You would like to what, Jackson?
You know what I mean?
Do we know what you... I'm done. Okay.
The 1313 podcast slowly hasn't become family friendly.
The 1313 podcast becomes unfamily friendly.
This episode will be a Patreon exclusive for the 18 plus content.
Yeah. But yeah, so Jedi, and then
Sith.
Jedi, Predator.
Bro, stop saying this.
Okay, so in Star Wars news, if you haven't seen on our social media, Total Film got in a special article for the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, and they had 3 new shots of the Obi-Wan Kenobi show.
Really?
On one shot, you have the urban landscape of on what I'm assuming is a new planet, which is super cool. It's very reminiscent of Coruscant. Then you have a new shot of the Grand Inquisitor, and his head doesn't look as like fat in this shot. Can I help? Can I help you?
I feel like I don't know. Still looks the same.
Really?
Again,
I think it
same
looked
argument.
taller in this shot.
No.
No.
I also don't feel like there was enough time for them to go back to the actual whole show and change how his head looked in every scene. You know what I mean?
No.
What do you think? They gave him the Sonic treatment?
Yeah.
They took like a year or 2 to do the Sonic.
No,
treatment,
because
though.
here's what you do: you just deep fake handsome Squidward onto him, and there you go. Then you just edit it, and there you go.
I think for the Sonic movie, I think they released a really bad looking Sonic on purpose for a publicity thing. So that way when
Publicity.
publicity. So when it actually came out and then they fixed it, everybody was like, wow, I'm going to go see it because they listened to the fans and they fixed it. And it was kind of like the only thing that...
Oh, that's
took
actually
people to
kind of
box
smart.
office.
That
I would
is kind of
totally do that.
It's like a Marilyn Manson album. He does something really wacky before it comes out so everybody starts talking about him again.
That's smart. Dang. And then the third shot was Obi-Wan Kenobi on Tatooine in a new costume, and I really like
He changed
this
his
new
clothes.
costume. He's
Yeah.
wearing a
Doesn't
poncho
stink
and
anymore.
a navy blue tunic or like a royal blue.
He's not smelly anymore.
It's really nice, and I hope we get an action figure of that.
That would be pretty sick.
I can't wait to get
Kenobi
Kenobi
figures?
action figures a year and a half after the show comes out.
And
I mean, that is what
they'll be in a
happens.
box where you can't see the figure.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
And then there's this Thor figure that we got like 3 months before the movie even comes out. I still don't understand that. How Marvel
Well,
gets the
because they
figures
want to
out.
keep it a secret half the time.
Because
the
it's
figures came out
Lucasfilm, bro.
for
It's
Marvel
Lucasfilm.
before the trailer came out.
But
so
we
it
know
was
what
kind of like
Obi-Wan
a
looks
spoiler.
like. We knew that there was a Kenobi show. Just make
Okay,
a
but
Kenobi
like
figure.
I didn't know Star-Lord was going to be in Thor, and the figure was
Everybody
like
did, dog.
When?
Well, when we see him and Star-Lord together at the end of Endgame.
That wasn't like a giveaway, Jacob.
Well, he's chilling with the the Marauders.
He's being chilling.
He's being chilling. He's chilling with them like throughout
Wait a minute.
Endgame and
Hang on.
Infinity War.
Do you think Obi-Wan Kenobi and Ben Kenobi are the same person?
Anyway, so yeah.
Seriously, no. Like, I'm being dead serious. Do you think they're the same? Do you think they're the same person? Because I'm starting to think they might be the same person.
Shoot. I guess you're right. I do be thinking inquisitively at this moment.
I do be thinking inquisitively. No.
That's stupid.
But aside from that, yeah, no, I think that yeah.
I just wish that we could get our Star Wars figures a little bit before the shows came out.
I think that it's a Lucasfilm thing at the end of the day. And the thing that Jackson said earlier, like in that, what was it that on Disney Plus? It was like a making of
the Black Series figures.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on Disney Insider. It's one of the episodes that they have. They show the process of making Boba Fett and Fennec Shand.
Fennec Shand.
Shand.
Fennec Shand. There's an N.
Shand.
It's Fennec Shand.
Sorry.
Fennec Sand?
Fennec Zanny?
Fennec Zan.
Fenny Zan.
Zany! Alright. Yeah, you know, I think the shots are super cool, and I think Obi-Wan is one of those shows where I'm actually dying for the first 2 episodes to release. It's that, and honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Moon Knight has probably been a show I have not been so excited week to week to watch.
Did you see today's episode?
Jackson hasn't seen it yet. I have.
No, I haven't.
In context, I woke up at 4 a.m. to watch it, and I cried my eyes out.
I was just depressed. I was just depressed.
It's okay. I know you guys are probably gonna make fun of me for this because of what you guys said during our Have a Chat. But Moon Knight has moved past just being like a favorite Marvel show, and I actually think it's moving into
I'm taking you seriously, but I'm also simultaneously.
Yeah, I know you are.
Okay.
But it's moving into a realm of just a favorite show of all time.
Okay, I'm gonna say I'm kind of also hopping on the bandwagon because I knew nothing about this character. I didn't even know he existed until they announced the title card of the show last year.
You didn't know he existed?
Nope.
Yes, Jacob,
I didn't know who Moon Knight
either.
was. And so in watching this show, I have become so amazed by how well this character is put together. And I really like what the MCU is doing with it. I think that the only show... Actually, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think when Marvel released their slate... Because when Star Wars came out with their slate of all shows, I was hyped for every single one of them. When Marvel was coming out with their slate of stuff, I was like... Oh, okay. I think Moon Knight was the only one that got me like the visceral, oh my gosh reaction. Just because he was one of those characters I've known about from comics and I knew about from the Lego superhero game that I played. So I was like, okay, this is going to be awesome. But no, yeah, the show's moving out of because Loki at the time, I was like, is my favorite MCU show. Because it came out, I loved the direction, I loved the music, I loved the character of Loki. I like that they changed him. And they did something different with him, and they kind of changed his character arc from the selfish demigod to an actual person. Then, this show is just, it's blowing out of proportion anything that I thought Marvel would do. It's creative.
Well, that's because they let a new director come in and
do what they want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's like, it's weird. It has a ton of tropes that you see in a ton of different movies. It has tons of things that I would never expect out of a Marvel show. On its like level of like violence and its level of emotion and level of storytelling. And it's just, I'm so impressed with what they've done with a character that virtually nobody knew about.
Yeah.
I was blown away. So yeah, it's moving into like, I don't think anything's ever going to get near and touch like Clone Wars and Rebels as to them being some of my favorite shows. But Moon Knight has definitely moved into the top 5.
Yeah, but I think for me that the only show that has gotten me to like a similar hype level is Obi-Wan Kenobi, and the show hasn't even come out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every time they leak something or they just give us a little taste of something that has to do with the show, I lose my mind.
I agree.
I'm so excited for this show.
No, yeah.
And I think I started rewatching The Bad Batch too, and now I'm more and more excited for Bad Batch season 2.
Dude,
that
It
need
needs
to
to
rewatch
happen.
it,
and I
yeah.
can't wait
Needs
for us to
happen.
get that reveal at Star Wars Celebration. Because there's no way that we're
would
not
be
getting it. Why are they
amazing.
doing a random Bad Batch panel?
They're doing a panel
year?
with all the main members of the cast.
Yeah, D. Bradley Baker, D. Bradley Baker, D. Bradley Baker,
And D. Bradley Baker.
What?
The voice of Wrecker is D. Bradley Baker. The voice of Crosshair is D. Bradley Baker. The voice of Hunter, you guessed
The
it,
voice of Captain Hauser
it's D. Bradley
is
Baker.
D. Bradley Baker.
Yeah, even a such a small character. I can't believe they got an A-list actor like D. Bradley Baker to play him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm stoked. I think that it's going to be an amazing show. Jeez, good lord. I think that Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to be amazing, and I think I've been, and you get the people who are like, "Oh, I hope
doesn't happen, I'm not gonna.
I hope Disney doesn't ruin it." And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, dude,
You're by your expectations, Disney has ruined.
John Williams made the theme is doing the theme for the show.
And the girl who did all of the music for Loki is doing the main soundtrack, which I am stoked about because still the Loki soundtrack is my favorite of the Marvel ones.
You've got literally, I'm so happy they didn't choose Maul because we know the fate of Maul.
Yep.
We see it in Star Wars Rebels
What do you mean?
as like the main antagonist.
Oh yeah,
Like I'm glad they didn't choose Maul.
because that story is ended.
Yeah, that's
This
what he was just saying.
story is Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, and to have Darth Vader's minions of the Inquisitors put into live action for the first time
Is sick.
is amazing. And the fact that they included multiple Inquisitors from Rebels and they're adding new Inquisitors as well, I'm floored with it.
I've seen some
What
people
if they
being
do
like,
the helicopter?
they probably
Yes.
will.
Well, he spins it in the trailer. He
Yeah.
spins it at someone. They've got to do the helicopter.
So I think that'd be really funny. I think that's the only decision I sit there and go, huh? When I see the helicopter. But what was I gonna say?
They just like
They fly. They be flying.
They fly now.
Yeah.
They fly now?
They fly now. What was I gonna say? I keep seeing things people being like, Cal Kestis has to be in the show, or I'm not gonna like it. I'm like,
Now you're fantasizing
Dude.
about things that won't even come true.
Y'all are looking at a show that's named after the character, and y'all have like a bucket list of other random Star Wars characters you want to see in the
if
show.
Max Rebo isn't in Kenobi, I'm going to shoot myself.
But wait, what if he is in the show though?
Then I will give Disney my life savings.
Justin from out of the basement can be like,
Max Rebo feet.
You do be playing with them toes.
Yeah.
Wait, but just a little side note, because we were saying that they fly now thing. When well, actually, I can't talk about it because Jackson hasn't seen the new Moon Knight episode.
Activate the suit.
There's a part
Activate the
where
suit.
he's dressed a certain way that I was like, oh my gosh, he looks exactly like Poe Dameron. Where they're looking at the thing and he's in the thing and he's like on his back in the thing. He got the scarf on. I'm like, that looks like Poe Dameron.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, I'm done with it. But
Do you want some McNuggets?
let's just say, I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again. Let me get on my soapbox.
Alright.
Didn't
Please,
get much taller.
for the I'm never tall. Please, for the love of, oh my lord!
Would you like to go again?
Somebody dropped a sweet corn fart up in this podcast.
Is it you?
No,
It's gotta be you, bro. I'm sneezing.
It was him. He's laughing.
It literally wasn't.
bro. Anyways, is there a duck in here? No. So I'm gonna say it one more time.
Literally not me.
Please, for the love of God, sneeze. Stop making these ridiculous assumptions about the Obi-Wan Kenobi show.
No.
I think, in my opinion, being excited about the show is amazing. Like, everyone's excited about the show.
I'm not.
But when you go... Of course not. When you go ahead and you're like, oh, well, I hope that this character and this character are in it, and I hope that this thing happens and this thing happens, it's like, what happened, bro? I just hope that, like, I hope that people don't down on the show because they wanted certain other characters to be
I'm
in it.
really sorry.
Thank you,
You
Jacob.
just named the button that.
Yeah, I named a button something funny. What? Oh, sign language.
If you know sign language, you're gonna get that.
Where you going?
Where are you
Jackson?
going?
I'm gonna blow my nose so I stop sneezing on the show.
No, he's going to poop. That's what
He's
he's
going to
going to
poop.
do. That's what he's going to, because he
That slinging stinker over here.
Oh my god.
Well, now that he's gone.
Yeah.
So everybody, this is going to be a preview of how the entire summer is going to be for the podcast. Just me and Jacob.
Mm-hmm. So what were we talking about?
I was just talking about how like people need to. I just get frustrated. It's not that people need to stop. I just get frustrated when people are making all these crazy assumptions about the what?
Nothing.
What happened?
No, nothing.
Crazy assumptions about the show, and they're saying like they want this character and this character and this character to be in it, and they're saying that, you know, if this doesn't happen, I'm gonna be mad. If this doesn't happen,
The only thing I'm like, oh, I hope it happens, but if it doesn't happen, I'm not gonna be mad. I just hope that there's flashbacks to the Clone Wars, and we get to see like Anakin and
Right.
Obi-Wan, and maybe a young Ahsoka, and maybe Captain Rex, or like Cody again. It's just like, but that's just like something that I would like to see. But if it doesn't happen, I'm not gonna cry about it.
let me.
Ooh, here's some Star Wars news.
Give me some.
So remember how it was there, like, we thought it was confirmed that the guy that voiced Thrawn in Rebels was going to be playing him in the Ahsoka show?
It's not.
Apparently, there's a rumor going around right now that it isn't him. That was a false rumor about him being casted as Thrawn.
Who would they pick?
I don't know.
Well, that was from a TikTok that had hardly any views and likes on it when you sent it to me, so I feel like at the moment
Well, that-
you can just like help.
Well, that is the guy I follow, and he actually is a liable source. Like, he actually...
How do you know?
Well, because I watched a ton of his videos, and he predicted a couple other things, right, with the releasing of D's. It was something with Kenobi. And it was like, oh, we're going to see this person on set. There's rumors of this person being on set, and then we saw them on set.
Wow, that's crazy.
But I mean, I guess take it with a grain of salt until we.
Yeah,
See
I
anything
just
else.
hope it's not true, because I'm not going to be mad if it's not him, but I'll be a little disappointed.
This is my other thing too, is that Disney and Lucasfilm are not trying to intentionally
Ruin it.
make bad Star Wars or make things that you personally don't like. I get so frustrated seeing that sentiment all the time, because people are always like, oh, well, they're just trying to ruin the franchise.
Why?
Dude,
They spent so much
they
money.
spent billions,
Yeah.
plural, billions of dollars buying the franchise. They're a company that's trying to make their money back and more on an investment, on a massive investment.
Yeah, if I can even talk on that as well, I had to do a whole presentation in my business intelligence class. Like, you had to choose a company, and so they're not going to watch this, but my teammates are absolute bricks. And if you're watching this, sorry, you should have done the work. But like, I ended up roping them in to do Disney because they're like, oh, well, like, what company should we do? And I was like, we're going to do Disney because Disney has Star Wars. And so like part of like you had to do the presentation, like if you were an LLC examining everything that Disney like does and whatnot, how much money they
I've
make.
infected Jackson with my Italian.
I already have talked with my hands before.
Jackson just clicked.
Let me be clear.
When he speaks, the emo button gets pressed in his sensors, and he just
You said the emote?
emo button.
The emo.
Emote.
Oh, okay. Never mind. But at
No,
any rate,
not the emo button.
dude, not funny. All right, but what I was saying was that like through
guy,
analysis of
dude.
Disney and whatnot,
No.
Marvel and Star Wars are their two biggest, most recent purchased properties that are making them the most money. When you look at Disney Plus as a platform as well,
Yep.
that's what we would consider like a new like thing that they've done that's like starting to become like a cash cow. That's like making them all this money in the first place. So like part of our whole recommendation was that continue making more Star Wars and Marvel property related TV shows and movies because they're doing really well. When you look at every last Marvel movie that's been in the box office, minus Morbius, it's been really successful and good.
Yeah.
Dude, what are you talking about? Morbius?
Sorry,
sold
it made 10 million more
No,
bucks.
more bucks.
More bucks. Sorry.
It sold trillions
10
of more tickets, and then billions of more bucks.
Morbius is the greatest movie ever. If you haven't seen it, watch it immediately. It made $1 trillion more bucks on the first night.
Mhm.
Morbucks.
More.
You've
Beyonce.
never seen that meme, bro?
No.
Dude, the freaking Morbius supremacy memes are so hilarious. It's like me going to watch Morbius for like the 300th
Oh my
time.
gosh! Did you guys see the absolute brick news that Sony came out with?
No.
Oh
So-
my gosh, I saw that.
So they are coming out with a new Spider-Man villain spin-off featuring rapper Bad Bunny. It's called like El Montero or something like that.
I was gonna say the
And-
director for Morbius said they were making Morbius 2.
Oh well, there's that.
Batman 2 got officially confirmed.
Oh, yeah.
I did see that
But,
too. Yep.
But this character, this new Spider-Man villain has been seen not once but twice in Spider-Man comics. And instead of doing, I don't know, Spider-Man 2099, if you wanted a Hispanic person in the Spider Universe, they just picked some random villain that nobody's ever seen before. So that was absolutely dumb. And they're making Venom 3. So
But I like that.
Maybe they can make a Venom movie with decent lighting.
maybe they can make a good movie.
The Venom lighting is worse than the 1313 podcast lighting from week to week.
Damn,
we finally
bro.
fixed our lighting problem, but for those few weeks where it was mad
We were
dark,
kind
in
of
here.
suffering. Hopefully we
Um,
don't look too pasty.
That's why I wear a hat. So that way my forehead don't gleam.
But
No, Sony is. I don't know how they did it with Into the Spider-Verse and they made an absolute like masterpiece of a film because everything else they touch is utter garbage. I just don't get it. But no, I am super excited for Morbius 2. It's probably my most looked forward to movie
Shut up,
of the
dude.
century.
Of my entire life.
Of
As soon
my
as
entire
Morbius
life.
2 comes out, I'm buying the whole theater.
I can't wait. I can't.
I need to watch it every single time it shows up on opening day, just for myself.
I am utterly stoked for Jared Leto to get Me Too movement and Jeffrey Epstein before Morbius 2 can come out. Because he has an island of his own with a cult of teenage girls that follow him.
Woo!
And that can't be good for anybody.
Sounds
And
like something a Sith would do.
Dude,
He also Morbius kicks the cookies out of little children's hands.
you're about to get a nice knuckle sandwich.
You're gonna punch my cookies?
Stop making that
Anywho.
face.
No, but what I'm trying to get at it from a little bit back here was just like, and I know we all agree, and I know most people that watch this podcast
I don't agree.
is that they're not trying to make. I hate you. They're not trying to make stuff
I hate
that's
you too.
intentionally bad. They're not trying to make stuff. They're trying to make stuff that they think the audience will like, and sometimes different demographics of people just don't like the content they put out, and that's
Yep.
just the reality of it. You can't please everybody.
That's fair.
That's all I had to say. That was my whole.
Hey,
Let me get off my soapbox.
Oh, you didn't even get shorter.
Dude. Okay, Tom. I feel like you owe us an explanation real quick.
Okay, all right.
What's this question of the day you got?
What? Question of the day?
Yeah.
Oh, do it clap though?
It's just you clapping?
There's no question of the day?
It do clap though.
So there's no question of the day.
No.
Okay.
Do you want me to make a question of the
Here's
day?
a question of the day.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay.
So all collectibles on planet Earth have been annihilated. There are no more collectibles on Earth except for Funko Pops. Will you collect the Funko Pops? Will you sink down to a Funko collector's level and collect Funko Pops?
Oh man, I can't wait to get the 89th Vader pattern dipped repaint of the year. Oh guys, look. We put Papa Gore G-string pattern on Darth Vader Funko Pop. Guys,
Darth Vader
we did
with the Papa Gore G
Guys, we did Chartreuse Chrome Darth Vader. Come get it, guys.
I'm looking at you, Red Chrome Boba Fett.
Red Chrome Boba Fett.
Red Chrome Boba Fett.
Red Chrome Boba Fett. Red Chrome Boba Fett.
People want to say the Black Series is so awful for repaints. Y'all ain't ever heard of Funko before.
As a former Funko collector,
Some goofy
I was
ass-
mad into Funko, and I will say, like they do make some cool products.
Yes.
Some of the Funkos
Yeah.
they do, and it's just when you get into like the repaints and stuff,
Like
it is absolutely horrendous.
when they do something like this and they do like
concept
series, that's cool, except for Grongol, which is the guild. Grongo, and then they got
series. Oh
Spookbaka.
look, Grongol.
No, he looks like he's staring at people, dog. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no clue what you're talking about. But what? I don't know.
Jackson's on another plane of existence.
No, never mind.
No.
But no. Jacob, how about you? Would you collect a Funko Pop if that was the last?
I would do it just because
If
I've
the
done it
earth
before.
was blackened in crust, food hardly available, bottle caps as currency, would you stoop to the level of picking up a Funko Pop found in random locations across the planet?
Well, if they look cool, yeah. Because here's the thing: we might crap on Funkos, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 20. We have 27 Funkos.
And also, Jackson, don't you have the entire Bad Batch in your apartment right now?
yeah,
Yeah, because the Bad Batch are cool.
Yeah, but those are Funko
but
Pops.
those are Funko Pops. Those are
Look
Funko
at him.
Pops.
He's like
I
trying
use
to.
them for Kindle.
Do a clap though.
I use them for Kindle.
Yeah, for like fire stuff. Isn't that
Oh,
what that's called?
I thought you meant
Kindling.
like your
Kindlings.
Kindle that you read off of. I was like, bro, huh?
Jackson said I mash them together into a soup and then I read audiobooks on them.
Ooh. Okay, hear me out.
Do a
though.
clap though.
Jacob,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it do clap though. Hey, there's some Lego news, guys.
Yeah. So if you want those diorama sets, pictures will probably be on screen.
Wow.
Those diorama sets are up for order right now on Lego's website alongside of the UCS Luke's land speeder. So
and
there's that and the lean tank, the Republic lean tank. I love lean, Charlie. I love lean.
I love lean.
And
I
so did-
love lean.
And so did Skywalker Henry. No, what? He commented it. That's okay.
You are.
No. So there's
That's okay.
those up for order. The N1 Starfighter is up for pre-order. I'm pretty sure that will be releasing in June. That comes with a little BD unit minifigure, which I'm super excited about. And then on May the 4th through that week, I'm pretty sure there are different spiffs that you can get for spending different amounts of money on the Lego website. The first one is an ATST polybag that you can already pick up in most stores like Walmart. The second one is a keychain of Beskar for VIP. This is all VIP stuff. It'll be a lot like the Han Solo keychain I turned into a necklace. This Han Solo and Carbonite. It'll be a lot like this, but it will be a Beskar ingot, which I think is really cool. And then for the highest one, you can get the Homestead Kitchen from episode 4. You can get Aunt Beru whipping in the kitchen. So I think that's it's a small display set that will probably go with the land speeder, I guess. But no, that's all there really is for Lego news. Nothing really new on the leak side. Of course, after every time we make an episode, there are new Lego leaks. So just keep an eye out. There will probably be something coming up soon.
Yeah.
Because we're getting the new wave of Lego sets. So that means probably within the next 2-3 weeks, we'll start getting our next wave of leaks for the May and summer line.
Yeah.
So that will include the ATTE, probably the BD1, and yeah. So be excited because this is a really good year for Lego. I still haven't picked up 2 of the helmet sets in the Skywalker hallway scene, which I'm really surprised about. I've just every time I go see them, I'm just kind of like,
Maybe you don't need it.
I honestly, I think I'll get the helmet sets, but the
I don't need it.
I might pass on it.
I
to be
don't
honest.
need it.
Because there are other sets I think I like more, and getting it just to get it, it's not like there's an exclusive minifigure in it that people are gonna go buck wild over in like 20 years. So I might pass on it actually, but I probably will grab the it's the Rebel Pilot helmet and the Dark Trooper helmet set. So I still
Okay.
gotta grab those, but I still have to build my Mando helmet. So
Tisk tisk, I beat him to it.
well, I made an obligation because my mother likes building Legos, so I promised her I'd build it with her. And today is her birthday, so I might do that. Everybody, say happy birthday to my mother in
Happy
chat.
birthday.
Say happy birthday to my mother in chat. Wish her happy birthday. Wish her happy birthday. Wish her happy birthday. Okay. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for Lego news.
Well, we do have Black Series news.
Some good Black Series
Um,
news.
We do.
The first of which, Yakface, earlier last week, he posted a tease. It's just a picture of the Mandalorian in his Naboo
N1.
N1 Starfighter,
Yep.
and it just says Wizard.
Oh, so it's GVC news.
but the hashtags don't say TVC or Black Series. Imagine how cool it would be if that was Black Series scale. Just saying.
Yes.
It won't be.
Just saying.
But
They've
even
done
if
the
we get
land
the
speeder.
TVC version.
Oh,
That
the
would be
snow speeder,
cool.
my bad. They did the
Yeah.
snow speeder.
But think how. Okay, so the cockpit on the snow speeder and the N1 Starfighter are probably going to be about the same, maybe a little smaller on the N1 Starfighter. And then you have to think about how long the Starfighter is compared to that cockpit.
Either way, if it's Black Series, I would love to see it be Black Series.
Yep.
Even though it probably won't be, I would buy it. But if it's TVC, that's equally as cool.
Yep.
And you
Yeah,
get
it'd be
Pelimoto. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
And her toothless smile.
Very furry.
Put some pit droids in there.
I'm sorry, I'm sneezing a lot on the
God
show
bless
for today.
America.
And
is
so
true.
I'm stoked for that. I think that'll be a cool reveal.
I
Yeah.
definitely agree.
As
very
well as
In some bad news,
bad news.
we had the Marvel Legends team went on a podcast, and they were explaining that their plastic-free packaging is going to make its way across Hasbro in its entirety, including Star Wars. And
knew it would
if you
happen.
saw the Hasbro Pulse Instagram, it already started affecting Transformers. The newest Transformers boxes look like absolute garbage. They are kind of like what the those 4 packs of TVC figures have been, where it's just a box that folds. It's going to be like that, but it doesn't even have a picture of the Transformer inside on it. So,
Wow.
I think that it looks terrible, and it's like not even colored all the way. It's like literally cardboard box colored with purple highlights on it.
That's ridiculous.
It's terrible. Throw a picture up while I'm talking about this. I'll send it to you so you have it.
Got it.
But yeah, it looks terrible, and I'm afraid what they're gonna be doing with Star Wars. I really hope they really hope they don't mess it up, because okay, for context, as you can see on the table, you've probably noticed it already. We have 2 of the new Thor: Love and Thunder figures. Here's the boxes for those. It's got plastic on it. Wow! So I know this is probably the last one, and then that wave with Moon Knight and all the other Disney Plus characters is probably going to be the last plastic window line of figures that we get from Marvel.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad that at least I get a cool display feature out of my Moon Knight figures when they arrive, and we know that there's still some more figures that weren't revealed yet, because they said, I guess you'll have to continue watching Moon Knight. So we might get one more Moon Knight figure, probably Layla, or if I don't think they're gonna have enough time to reveal him, but if Jake Lockerty ever shows up, it might be him.
Yeah.
So, or they might just do a Steven Grant slash Mark Spector figure of Poe Dameron with an updated face sculpt, which I would love to have an updated Oscar.
That would
Isaac
be
figure.
awesome.
But yeah, no more plastic.
I'm going to be real with you, and I know we've beaten the dead horse with this topic at this point, but I think it's really just going to be the current Galaxy art, and they just cover up the front side and
Yep.
do what Marvel Legends did.
Probably, to be honest.
I
That would make the
wish
most
that they
sense.
would just do something like the exclusives. I really do. Just like do that. It looks so nice the way those boxes are, because it's like you have the artwork, but then you have the ability to see the figure.
Yeah.
So the only thing is that you have to worry about people stealing stuff out of it. But if you order online, that's not really a big problem. This will only be something that plagues big box retailers and people that buy it from them.
Yep.
In store. So
Anywho.
anywho, let's try to get off
Anyway.
that topic, because we've talked about that for like 3 weeks straight now.
Let's, yeah. Never again.
That's okay.
Is there any other Wax Series news?
No, that's it, man.
Well,
Slow week.
I think that brings us into pickups.
It
And-
does. It does indeed.
And I have quite a few this week. And you'll probably see some reviews on these coming up soon. So,
Indeed you will.
as of today, yesterday was the first day that the new Marvel Legends Thor wave went live, and I just decided to check my Walmart, and they had half of the wave, which was really surprising because we never get anything early. So we have Natalie Portman's Mighty Thor and the new Thor figure from Thor: Love and Thunder. Very cool figures. The face on Natalie Portman looks really, really
That's
good.
insane.
It really makes me want an updated Padme figure. So that's sick. And then this Thor is that royal blue and that gold, like just mix, looks super, super good. Really big fans of these figures. Thor, I'm having a little bit of trouble having him stand up, but it's just because one foot's wonky. It's obviously going to be a case-by-case thing.
Yeah.
Some figures have it, some figures don't. So there are those. Expect a review coming out on them probably relatively soon, maybe even before this episode goes up.
I guess you'll have to see. And then my father picked up the Mark III Infinity Saga Iron Man figure for his Marvel Legends collection. He only is collecting the primary Avengers. Yeah. He has a loose hand, but that is about it for a fault. The figure is pretty good. It's pretty solid. It also comes with an interchangeable head that has the front helmet open so you could see Robert Downey Jr.'s face.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then also, as you can see on the table, we found another 212 figure just chilling at Walgreens. Same one as we found it before. So they only had one. They were just stocking it, and my dad just was like, "Ooh, goody!" So he found that, and then finally, we have the Xenomorph from the Alien movies. This was, I have this, and then Michael Myers is left on my NECA list, and then I will be done collecting NECA, because those are the only characters that I find cool.
Awesome.
So this is a 7-inch figure. The tail's actually like fully articulated, kind of like a pipe cleaner, as Jackson put it before. It has a transparent skull, which I think is really, really cool, so you can see all the detail underneath. He is really stiff and kind of hard to stand. He also comes with a face hugger, the chest burster, and then the egg that the face huggers come out of. But I left those in the box just for the sake of cluttering the table. Yeah, that's all my pickups this week. I don't think anybody else has any.
No, I had none.
Oh, in this pickup, I got a new jacket from Ice Night Kills. Anyway,
I would love for Walmart to fulfill my pre-orders for figures that literally everyone else has gotten.
Yep.
I would love for GameStop to fulfill my pre-orders for figures that everyone else has gotten.
like what?
Umbra Operative, Arc Trooper, Tartakovsky, Mace Windu, and Fordo. The list goes on. But I digress.
Just Italian things.
I just cry.
Thank you all for joining us on today's episode of the 1313 podcast.
Thank you.
We appreciate each and every one of you. Patreon is now live. Support it if you have the financial needs to. Also get hyped for the merch. We hope that you're as excited as we are for that to come out. I worked really hard on the designs. I think they look pretty cool. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to join our Discord. Excuse me. Because probably the orders for the merch will either be through Discord or through our email.
We'll specify that.
We'll figure it out when we get around to it. Just because, let's be honest, the people in our Discord are probably going to be the ones that are getting the merch because they like us.
We love each and every one of you in the Discord. You guys are awesome.
You are our favorite people. You make our days with the endless ongoing conversations, and it's just really cool.
But it's never like too much conversation. Yeah. Like it's like just enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's not overwhelming.
It's never dry, and it's never too much.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to show this off. My dad made a little mukbang of a figure. You put the long calamari.
Nadar Vet.
Yeah, he put the Admiral Akbar head on the Kit Fisto body. So now it looks like Kit Fisto's
it looks really good too.
Apprentice that gets murked by Grievous.
Nadar!
But
bark.
Yeah, he looks really good. But I think that's all for today. Yeah. Thank you all for watching this video. Please make sure that you like it, leave a comment, and are subscribed to the 1313 podcast so that you can win that Bad Batch Rex figure. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And on the go, listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, Anchor, and wherever most podcasts can be listened to. We also have video on Spotify. So if we mentioned something that you want to see, you just pull it up and then glance at the video and go, okay, and then put it back in your pocket. Thank you all very much for watching this episode. We appreciate you. And we will see you all next time. Toodles.
Bye,
guys.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Hum da da hum da da hum dum dum da. Hum da da hum da da dum dum da dum da ba do 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 Hum da dum hum da dum hum dum 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 da dum hum da dum hum dum dum hey hum da dum 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 hum da dum 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 dum.